bass come out with clear.
Welcome everyone to the Brunch Comedy Show. This is the 5th episode. Thank you all for coming out. This is it. I am your host, HahaCinto. I'm so happy to be here. Check it out, HahaCinto.com. I gotta give a shout out to everyone who's putting this together. First of all, the location. We are in Houston, Texas, East Side, Houston, Texas, in the beautiful Cool Heads Prevail Record Shop. How about some noise for the record shop? Look how beautiful this is. We are all set up. We have live comedians, the best comedians for you, coming directly to your living room or to your streaming device, to whatever you're looking at right now. Shout out to you. We're so happy to have you here. We also have some artwork. Shout out to the Twins de la Parra for putting this on. We also have Houston Media Source in the house for putting this equipment together for us. The podcast that made this all happen, the original thought that made this happen, the Premium Advantage podcast on YouTube. Check that out. It's a good thing to see. We're so happy to be here, folks, and I'm extremely happy. I'm so excited to be here for the show. I want to start dancing. I want to dance. Y'all folks like dancing? Make some noise if you like to dance. I love dancing, man. I love dancing. Sometimes it's a little bit awkward though. Sometimes it's hard for ladies who drop it immediately. I'm like holding my drink. She's just like, bam! I'm like, oh my God, like take it easy. Like I can't even hang with that sometimes. I have to like back up. She's like, bam, 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 bam. I'm like, you know what? How about this? Just hold my drink. She's like holding like a dancing cup holder. Bam, bam, bam. She's like shaking it up for me. Shaking, not stirred. Yeah, man. Or like sometimes I like dancing with the salsas, the salseras, right? The salsa dancers, man. But that's so hard to keep up with them because then they do this crazy, like they get deep in, and then when you do the dips and stuff, they say all this crazy Spanish stuff in your ear. Ay, si me gusta, papi. Oh, like, oh man, I can't keep up. Ay, it's time to make the leche, papi, ándale. I'm like, oh my God, hey, take it easy. Do we have to bleep out leche? I don't think so. Shout out to my Spanish speakers in the house. But sometimes people are into house music, man. Anybody like house music? Make some noise like a little house music? Couple people. Shout out to my house DJs, man. Sometimes, man, I don't know what to do. It's so confusing. Trying to dance with a girl during house music, she's just like, It's like double Dutch jump rope. Like, you gotta catch it, like, Hey, girl, how you doing? My name's HahaCinto. No? Okay, Go this one. Hey, how you doing? No, okay, good. Okay. I can't keep up. It's too much. It's too hard. That's how we do it, folks. I believe everybody's warm in this room now. We're gonna get this party started. Welcome to the Brunch Comedy Show, episode 5. I'm your host, HahaCinto. Let's do this. We have one rule with the Brunch Comedy Show. You cannot stop clapping until the comedian grabs the microphone. And comedians, don't just juice that and walk all slow. Get up here and grab the microphone, folks. So you're already clapping. You're gonna make some noise for my boy, Mason James.
Hey. All right. This is very fun. This is the weirdest thing I've done in my life. So it's good. I don't know. There's tape. I don't know if there's tape. All right. Well, we got tape. This is good. If you guys listen closely, you can hear our cars getting broken into right now. It's very fun. Brought my cash in here on me. So, my name is Mason. Some cool stuff about me. Me and my wife just had our first baby about a month ago, so that's cool. Yes. It's very awesome. Don't worry about clapping. Just a miracle. No big deal. Very cool. No, very, very fun having a baby. The baby has made me realize I have to lose weight because he's about a month old and he's tried to breastfeed me a lot, which I didn't know what to do. I spanked him. So you do not breastfeed dad. That makes dad sad. Okay, that makes dad sad. My name is Mason. I'm 26 years old, so that's not good. You know, good to be that age, not good to look like this and be that age. Looks like I've been divorced twice. You know, I've got one kid and it looks like I see him every other weekend. Oh. It's because I'm bald. Very tough being bald. Very tough. Doesn't look like we have a single ally here. What's underneath that hat, sir? Nope. What's underneath that hat? Nothing. Good head. Great head of hair. Awesome. Okay, cool. Some say, oh, wow. Just threw out Trump. That was awesome. That was cool. Hopefully we got a clip of that. That might be a highlight of the night right there. It stinks being bald, but you know what they say about bald guys? High testosterone. Yeah. I don't know if that's true, but I heard Rogan say it, so I'm running with it. I don't know if it's true. I say that. High testosterone causes hair loss, and I don't know if it's true, because the rest of the hair on my body is doing pretty good right now. If I took my shirt off, you'd be like, wow, that's a pale Lebanese man up there. Like fully white, unfortunately, fully white. I am trying to lose weight right now. I'm trying to lose weight. I'm not doing anything. I'm just trying. So I have to lose weight. I just hit rock bottom recently. Everybody's rock bottom is different, but this was mine. I pulled a muscle in my neck sucking a milkshake. So do you guys know how sad that is when you have to switch to a spoon because you're not in shape enough for a straw? Yeah. Oh, there's a little bug. Nice. That's actually a pretty big bug. It's cool. It's all right. TV, we'll cut it out. I think he's been here. Oh, there you go. He's found his home. Found his home. It's good. I am married. Are you guys married? No? Nobody's married? Give it a shot. Marriage is great. Marriage is awesome. Give it a shot. If you're thinking about it, do it. Marriage is up there. You know, it's right underneath being single. Just super good. Super great. Now, I love my wife. I do love her. She's great. Got to keep her romantic in marriage. Got to keep her romantic. Doesn't always work. Like recently, my wife fell asleep on the couch, and I was like, oh, I'll pick her up. I'll take her to the room. It'll be sweet, you know? Don't do that. It's a bad idea right there. Women are light. They're not that light. Okay? Guys, we're strong, but we're not that strong. I missed her on the first try. I missed her. I had to go back down. By that point, she was fully awake. She was like, what are you doing? I go, I'm doing the pickup. She goes, don't do that. I go, I'm doing it. So I did it, and we have a small house. It's not very far from the couch to the bedroom, and I took 3 breaks. 3 breaks. Third break, I'm sweating. She's sweating. We're both disappointed in me. The only person that wasn't disappointed was my Apple Watch. She was like, you're working out. That's good. Very happy. Heart rate hasn't been this high in a while. That's very good. Very good. Me and my wife fight. They say it's healthy to fight. I feel like it'd be healthier to just get along, you know. Never been in the middle of a fight with my wife, and I'm like, I'm glad we're doing this. I'm glad we chose the healthy option tonight. So, my wife's good at fighting. She's really good. She's really good at it. She's passive-aggressive. She's also really good at regular aggressive. She's got them both down really well. You women are good. Y'all are good at being mad. That's one thing y'all are really good at. Like we looked through an old yearbook. My wife had people from middle school she hadn't forgiven yet. You know. She's like, that's Jessica. She's dead to me. I was like, what happened? She's like, she took my boyfriend in 6th grade. I was like, you were dating in 6th grade? She was like, yeah, until Jessica took him. And I was like, wow. She goes, yeah, he was hot too. I go, what's going on right now? Okay. I didn't know I have to worry about this guy. I'm pretty insecure right now. So I almost said something stupid. This is a lot of Spanish speakers watch this show? Yeah. Okay, good. I'll do a Spanish joke. I'm not vaccinated. Okay, sorry. No, I wrote this today, so we'll see. I'll do it here. I'm not vaccinated, but I'm not anti-vax or anything. But my mom is, so that was enough for me to make a big decision like that. I didn't know what to do. I called her during the middle of the pandemic. I was like, hey, should I get vaccinated? And she's like, no, don't do it. And I was like, some doctors are saying I should do it. She's like, I read a bunch of articles. I was like, all right, that makes sense to me. I'll go with that. It's good. My mom, okay, I don't know. Is it kind of silly that moms help us make a lot of decisions? No? You think you listen to your mom still? Yeah, okay. I was going to say, I listen to my mom. She's good. Okay, yeah, shouldn't have said that. What was my train of thought? I have anxiety. You guys have anxiety? Yeah. There we go. Is it? Okay. Yeah, this is good. I've got terrible anxiety. It's real bad, which means my family just thinks I'm gay. Yeah. Have you guys tried talking mental health with your family? They're like, oh, you're gay, you know? I'm like, no, Grammy, just sad. Thanks, though. Thank you. I worry about a lot. Like some people recommend I get a service animal for my anxiety, but I already have 2 dogs, so I feel like that'd be weird for them, you know? If I just bring another one in, they're like, who's he? I'm like, he works here, okay? That's a prescription animal right there. You guys are recreational. He's prescription. Okay. So, I looked into a service animal. I noticed something. You don't see a lot of service cats out there. I feel like that's because cats make people more depressed. You know. I don't know who's going through a tough time and is like, let's get an animal that doesn't care at all. You know. Can you imagine explaining the service animal program to a cat? The cat would be like, you want to help people? No. I'm gonna go look out that window, pretend I don't live here anymore, okay? I love seeing a lost cat sign on the street. I'm like, that cat is not lost, you know? Sometimes I call the number. I'm like, Tico is free, okay? Tico's free. You ever been to somebody's house that owns a cat? You don't even know they own a cat till 45 minutes in a dinner. They just show up, does that weird thing with its back. We're like, you guys have a cat? They're like, yeah. We're like, is it friendly? They're like, no. It's got a gun on it right now, okay? It's got a gun on it right now. This is fun. This is the most fun I've had in my life, probably. I want to let you guys know, I don't know if this is biological or something, but we've got, they see the audience? The people see the audience? Okay, well, they don't know. But I'm happily married, I have a baby, but we have 5 ladies in the front. I have not stopped flexing my right arm the entire time. I'm just like, they're going to like it. They're going to see it. I don't know what is it. I can't make eye contact. I'm nervous. Happily married, too. And it's just like, I love those. So, yeah, this is weird. The weirdest night of my life. I do like it's a lot of Spanish speakers watch this, and that's good because I love Mexicans. And anybody Mexican? Okay, just the camera crew. That's good. Love you guys. I really do. I love Mexicans so much. Probably my favorite race besides white for sure. Love you guys. It's good. I do. I love Mexicans. Love Mexicans. I love the food. I love the culture. I love the tequila. But I am like, can we fix desserts? You know? What's going on? You finish a great meal. It's like, hey, would you like a soaking wet cake or habanero popsicle? I'm like, I don't want to build a wall. I'd like some new recipes. Okay. People ask me, like, what's your immigration policy? I'm like, it looks a lot like the show Top Chef. Okay. Pack your knives, abuela. You're going home. Okay. You're going home. It's good. It's good. There you go. I'm a pretty big pushover. I don't know if you guys can tell. Very scared of people. Like somebody told me the other day, they said before you talk, you look like a bully, and then after you talk, everybody's like, we could beat you up. We could beat you up, for sure. I don't. Here's how big of a pushover I am. I don't like coffee, but every time I say that, somebody's like, you like coffee, and I'm like, all right, I'll take a cup. You know, sorry about that. I feel like I'm the reason they can't hand out water bottles near election sites, because I would switch my vote if you gave me a water bottle. I'd be like, thank you. Hope you guys win. Actually, hope you guys win. So, all right, that was fun. Didn't work at all. You guys, you heard that law, right? They can't hand out water bottles. Okay. You didn't hear that? There was like a thing, I guess. Maybe it wasn't a thing. Maybe I just made it up. But they said you couldn't. They said you couldn't hand out water bottles because it would influence people, and I was saying that I would be the person that gets influenced. And jokes typically work when you have to spell them out and explain them. That's good. I vote. Do you guys vote? I voted. I voted for the first time in 2020. It was a good election to start. Everybody's like, it's probably going to be the last one. So why don't you get in there and vote? It's good. I learned so much, though. I'd never voted before. I didn't know anything about voting. I didn't know voter etiquette. You know, I just got in line. I started asking people who they were voting for. I was treating like it was a football game. I was like, who do you think's going to win? So. But no, you should vote. I think you should vote. Everybody should vote. You learn so much about voting when you vote. Like, I got to the front of the line, and did you guys know that you have to register to vote? Yeah, that was a cool thing to learn right at game time. That was fun. I handed them my ID. They're like, did you register? I thought it was like a Kroger card. I was like, no, I'm good. Just here to vote today, actually. They're like, you have to register. I go, when do I do that? They go, in 4 years for the next election. I was like, can I tell you who I would have voted for? They're like, no. I was like, can I get an I voted sticker? They're like, no. I looked at the people behind me. I was like, is this voter suppression? They're like, please don't talk to us. We don't want to be included. We don't want to be included. It's good. I've got parents. You guys have parents? It's fun. It's fun. Little build the team camaraderie in here. I've got parents. They're getting older. They're starting to lose it a little bit. Like my dad's at the age, he's starting to turn his blinker on pretty far in advance. Sometimes you don't even see an exit. I'm like, you turning? He's like, I could be. Okay, I could be. What does that mean? Oh, 1 minute. Oh, you did this, so that means keep going. But that's good. The TV, they'll never understand. We'll cut that from the thing. They'll never. All the viewers, they'll view it. They'll have I have no idea. You guys got to see behind the scenes. So my dad doesn't understand anything because he's from a small town. Like my town was so small we had a volunteer fire department. Do you guys know what that is? Yeah, it's not the group you want volunteering. Okay. You want your firefighters full time, or else there's no incentive. They're gonna show up. You're gonna get in there. They're like, I'm not going in there. It's on fire. It is on fire. I think the biggest difference between a small town and the big city is the veterinarian. I don't think our vet went to vet school. I think he just told people he liked animals, and they're like, do you want to be the vet? And he's like, yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. Our vet didn't know how to do anything. Only thing our vet knew how to do was put animals down. So, yeah, and that's not good. It was also not good that we kept taking them animals. So, it was good. It sounds like a joke, but it's not a joke. It's not a joke. One time we took him a puppy, and he was like, it's never too early. Let's get in there. So my parents don't know anything. Like my dad, I recently had a missed call from my dad. I called him back, and I said, hey, what's up, man? I'm just returning your call. He goes, I didn't call you. And I go, yeah, you did. I go, I'm just calling back. He goes, I didn't call you. I go, look, Apple's been doing this for a while. Your name was in red. You called me. And he goes, I don't know what to tell you, man. I think we got hacked. I go, that's not what hackers do. I'll go, hackers want money. They do not want to reconnect family. Okay, that's not what they're into. Hey, my name's Mason. Give it up for your host. This is so fun.
Keep it going, folks. Keep it going for Mason James. Yes. This is how we do it, y'all. This is the one and only Brunch Comedy Show. I am your host. My name is HahaCinto. I like to greet everyone with the traditional Mexican hello. That's hello in Mexican. That's hello and goodbye in Mexican. That's our aloha. Like I can say that to a random person in Mexico. They'll be like, "What's up?" I'll be like you can even do like a smaller version of it. It's like there's lots of the Mexican whistle is a very powerful whistle. Like if you're Mexican and you can't whistle, that's like being black with no butt, or like being Asian. Being like Asian and very terrible at math. Like I could keep going with these stereotypes, folks, but that's a road that I don't want to go down. But I'd just rather stick with the Mexican whistle. It's much more fun. Is everyone here? Can everyone whistle? If everybody whistle right now, if you can whistle. Not bad. Everybody at home, whistle for me right now. Oh, I can't hear you. That's weird. But is there anyone that can't whistle? Make some noise if you can't whistle. Someone? One or two? Oh, man, there's only two of y'all. I'm so sorry. Anybody out home, if you can't whistle, we're going to do a whistle tutorial right now. So all you got to do first is wet your whistle. You just got to get your lips all wet. She just reacted way too much to that one. That noise reminded her of something else. But wet your lips a little bit. All right, get them nice and wet, right? And then you just gotta make a little tiny hole in your mouth and your lips and just, it's that easy, y'all. I can whistle so well. Like, I can whistle, like, I'm not gonna do it right now because we got like brand new equipment in here. Actually, I could break window. I am not kidding. Like, I do it like this. Like, it can get loud. Like, can we do that right now? What is that? Oh, okay. So apparently we didn't pay for this equipment, so I can't break it. But trust me, it's loud. My tia is like the most Mexican woman on earth. She was born on Mexican Independence Day. That is not Cinco de Mayo. White folks, please stop coming up to me and saying Happy Independence Day on Cinco de Mayo. It's September 16th. My tia does the circle version. I don't know if y'all ever seen that. She puts a circle in her mouth and blows it. Oh, man. Or sometimes she does like the two-finger thing. Oh, my God. It's such a blessing to be Mexican and whistle. We have different, like, sayings that go with our whistles, too. Like, I'm trying to think of one. Like, there's, my tío taught me this one. It was like, I feel like I'm doing, like, my greatest hits album. Like, this next one was written by my tío back in 1956. It's a classic. It goes, how is it? Oh. Have you ever heard that one before? That's very popular in my cholo cousins out in California. They love having that on their car horn. I have no idea why. So apparently, y'all, there's words that go with these little whistles. Like some of them I don't know, but this one I do know. Apparently that one, that means chinga tu madre, puto. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to get bleeped on that one right there, but I'm the host, so that's the last curse word you're going to hear tonight. I don't know, with the SAP button, if you push it, will it translate so if I say curse words in Spanish, will it write it in English? What? Chinga tu madre, puto. All right, that's it. That was it. No, for real. If you go to Mexico and you play that on your horn, they will fight you. I'm not kidding. Like, that is like a real thing. There's even some in like songs like that. Oh man, I love that one too. That's such a classic. We use that, right? Like it's one of our favorite things to do. Or sometimes we'll just like my tío loves to give instructions with his whistle, right? He's like, I'm like, hey tío, how do you make that thing? I see. He's like, what? I don't even know what that means, but it sounds beautiful. And I'll never forget when my tío got arrested. The first time he got arrested, he was hammered drunk. And he was teaching me all his whistles. And I'll never forget it, man. The cops, they slammed him on the ground. I was like 8. They slammed him on the ground, and he's on the ground, face in it. And this is also something my tío would do. He was a professional of pointing with his lips. Have you ever seen Latinos point with their lips when they're lazy? They just like, when you go to a store, you ever go to a foreign country, and they're like mad at you for being in their store, like you're bothering them? And he says, I was in Puerto Rico, and this guy, I was like, hey, where do I get the whatever? You know how Americans are. We come into stores like, hello, hi, where's the restroom? Where do you have these things? And the guy's just like, ugh. So I was like, hey, what is this? And he goes, I was like, what? So then he gave me eyes and lips. I'm like, oh my God, Latinos point with lips now? That's not even fair, man. Whistles and lips is so confusing. So my tío gets slammed on the ground, handcuffs on it. I'm not even gonna tell y'all what he did. That's a whole different story altogether. He gets slammed on the ground and he looks at me and he goes, yes, very good. That's what you call a callback, folks. My name is HahaCinto. I am your host for this evening. We're gonna keep this comedy show going. How y'all feeling tonight? Make some noise if you're feeling all right. Yeah. All right, folks, we're going to keep this party going. I want you to start clapping. Remember my rule, you can't stop clapping until they grab the microphone. Start making some noise right now for the homie, Eric Oneacre.
Y'all are too kind with that prompted applause. Very nice. What is going on? Perfect. So this one time, I was called a privileged cracker prick by a 16-year-old white kid. This is my way of letting y'all know I'm a teacher. Thank you for caring about the education system. Perfect. And I just started my 9th year of teaching, and it turns out not worth it. Oh, now you get it. Perfect. Yeah, like I've had students threaten to fight me because I've asked them to read. Yeah, I teach high school, FYI. It's not like I teach 5-year-olds who are like, I don't want them. Like, you're like, ah! I'm like, okay. Tyler, could you sit down? Okay. Yep. I had a student threaten to vandalize my car because I'm nice. Yep. He just goes, hey, Mr. Oneacre, what would happen if, hypothetically, you walk outside and your car was, I don't know, a different color? I said, is that a threat? He goes, yeah. I go, cool. And I go to my car. That kid didn't do anything to my car. Live up to your word. Be a man. What is wrong? Wasn't raised right. Yep. Yep. I was wearing these jeans today. And a student just went, hey, Mr. Oneacre, are you wearing skinny jeans? I guess. He just went, ha! Looks like the top half, you missed the memo. Okay. Okay. And then that's when him and 5 of his little friends started pointing at him. They're like, Mr. Oneacre, why are you pointing? I'm like, I want to remember this for your final. Don't mess with the people in charge of your grades, y'all. Anyways, as you can tell, I love my job. Anyways, we'll move forward. It's fine. Yep. Kids are dumb. I don't know if y'all knew this. I'll explain exactly what I'm talking about. I had a kid, a senior in high school, walk up to me and just go, hey, Mr. Oneacre, how do you spell the word simple? Okay. I said, just sound it out. So she went, simple. Oh, you mean like phonetically? It's like, how do you know the word phonetically, but you don't know how to spell the word simple? Okay, I see there's a lot of HISD people here. Perfect. Perfect. That makes a lot of sense. Perfect. Yep. Yep. And then I think my favorite moment as a sub, this kid just goes, "Hey, Mr. One Acre, Kentucky's in Texas, right?" This has been my life for the past 9 years, y'all. I will say that again. He asked me if Kentucky was in Texas. I said no. Kentucky's its own state. He just went, "Oh, man." I was never very good at geometry. I said, "I think you mean geography." He just went, "What's that?" Okay. Okay. I'm sorry I'm failing you as your theater teacher. Sorry. Yeah, I just wanted to tell y'all I'm a theater teacher and straight. Figure that one out. Perfect. Perfect. Yep. God, it's so dumb. Anyways, we're going to move past education because y'all are so pissed about that HISD joke. That's fine. I don't care. Yep. I don't know if y'all can tell by looking at my face, but dumb stuff happens to me like a lot. Right? Like this one time I accidentally got the words vicariously and bi-curiously confused. Yep, this bit is called How I Ruined My Best Friend's Wedding. Right? I was giving my best man speech and I was like, "Vince, I love you, buddy. You're like a brother to me. A little known fact, for the past few years, I've been living bi-curiously through you." Yep, and that's when 200 people who I didn't know just went, "What?" Anyone else been called gay in a church by the priest? No, just me. Perfect, cool. It's all good, y'all. I was too old for him anyway. It's fine. Perfect. So y'all like that better than me being a teacher? All right. I see where the line's drawn. I get it. Yeah, so much stupid stuff has happened in my life. Like, I went to New York City, and I ate lunch in Chinatown once. That was a mistake. Right? I'm leaving Chinatown, and my stomach's just like, I'm like, "Oh, this is gonna be fun." It wasn't. Right? So I went to a subway train station bathroom, and everything y'all have heard about a public New York bathroom is true. Every bodily fluid, I'm like, okay. So I hover like a gentleman, right? And then that's when I hear the stall door open up next to me, and I see the feet shuffle in, and the guy drop down to his knees, and this is what I hear. Yeah, have you ever heard anyone get syphilis before? Yeah, it was rough, y'all. And before I could, like, process what just happened, my sound gag reflex kicked in, and that's when I threw up on my crotch. Has that happened to anyone out there? No, just me again. Perfect. Okay. Yep. And then the guy who just snorted cocaine off of the seat of a New York City bathroom had the audacity to go, "Dude, did you just throw up? That's gross." Okay. Enjoy your Capone disease, hippie. All right. Perfect. Yep. Yeah. Yep. I love how y'all understand references like that, but you don't care about my life. That's fine. Yep. And to go back to education, I know I told y'all I wouldn't, but okay. Before I became a certified teacher, I was a substitute teacher. Anyone else a substitute? Anyone else hate their life that much? Yeah? All right, well, good for you. Cool. I did the dumb thing. I became certified. Yep. Yeah, but the way they sold it to me, they're like, "Eric, you can make $90 a day." I'm like, yes! I know. For a recent college graduate, that was a lot of money. And they're like, better than that, if you do a long-term sub job, you can get $120 a day. I'm like, hire me! Yeah, so I did that for a year and a half, and dumb kids are everywhere. Right? I was subbing for world geography, and I showed a picture of the Taj Mahal, and that's when the city went, "Oh, look, the Alamo." All right, the fact that this half didn't laugh makes me very scared because y'all live in the state that... It's fine. It's fine. If it makes y'all feel better, those of y'all who may not remember what Texas history is, I did that joke in San Antonio, where the Alamo is located, and just like this half, they didn't laugh. Yeah, it turns out they don't remember the Alamo, so there's that. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Yep. And to make things even worse and dumber, I asked a student who won the Civil War. She said Canada. This is our future, FYI. Yeah, we are so screwed. It's going to be legendary. But I think my favorite moment as a sub, I went over the top 5 deadliest diseases in Africa. It was a 6-slide PowerPoint presentation, the title and the 5 diseases. And then I asked the student, which one's the deadliest disease? She said bullets. I mean, she's technically not wrong. Right? What is war crime? A plague. Perfect. Oh my God, my life is so stupid. Yep. I don't know if y'all can tell by looking at me, but I am a father. No one cares. All right, cool. All right. I should have taken my cue from Mason. Y'all don't care about the future. It's fine. Yep. But I get to celebrate Father's Day because I didn't pull out one time in Corpus Christi, Texas. All right, I'm glad I'm not the only one in that boat. Perfect. But I have a 2.5-year-old son, and he is adorable. Till he isn't. Right, like I was giving my son a bubble bath because he loves bubble baths. And that's when my son let out a Judas fart. Y'all know what a Judas fart is? That's fine, I'll explain it to you. Just like what Judas did to Christ is a fart that betrays you. Okay, there's a lot of Catholics out there. You don't read the Bible, that's fine. Cool. Right, and my son just went... Right, it was adorable. You see like little air bubbles. You're just like, oh. And my son looked over, and that's when something else came out. Yeah, and my son just went, ah! And I just went, oh no, because it was funny. Don't do that in front of a 2.5-year-old. He took my energy as gospel and just went, oh no, and started splashing poop water all over the place, including on me. Newsflash, poop water sticks. Right, and that's when my wife walked into this bubble bath turned Chernobyl event, and she sees her husband recreating Carrie, but instead of pig blood, it is human poop and tears. Why are there tears? Because I'm crying. And my wife is just like, why? What I'm trying to say, y'all, is my son is now up for adoption. Yep, so if y'all want to adopt a little white baby, good luck. He poops everywhere, y'all. All right, y'all, my name's Eric Winiger. Thank y'all so much. Give it up for your host.
Thank you, sir. Keep it going, folks. Keep it going for Eric Winiger. I don't know about you, but I want to get married now after hearing that. Oh, my God. All right, folks, we're going to keep this party rolling. How y'all feeling? Make some noise if you're feeling all right. Yes, this is live and direct. We are here at the one and only Cool Heads Prevail in Southeast Houston, Texas. We're going to keep this party going. I want you to start making some noise, and you don't stop clapping until he grabs the microphone. You make some noise for my homie right now, Cade Kapowski.
Ooh, thank y'all. I'll get it. How y'all doing? This is a pretty cool spot. I've said for years, every comedy show needs a veggie tray. It's just a staple. Comics need fiber. Currently working on making better eye contact with people. How am I doing? It's going for human. Does that help? I have been practicing. If y'all can't tell by how I hold the microphone, I have pretty bad social anxiety. It's pretty rampant in the white community. But yeah, I'm just way too much in my head. Like, I'll give y'all a perfect example. Instead of like a group of us be talking, instead of listening to what they're saying, thinking about what I want to say, I'll just be looking in one direction, counting how long I've been looking that direction. Just be like, 3, 2, 1, turn. Good. 3, 2, 1. Give him a smile. What were you doing? It's even like that's also why I have both hands on the mic, y'all. Because if I had to worry about telling y'all jokes, where to look, and what to do with my other hand, nothing would get done up here, y'all. This is what it'd look like. Just like, right? Eye contact, right? This doesn't look so bad now, does it? 3, 2, 1. I have been doing something to help with it, though. I've started microdosing mushrooms. I knew y'all would enjoy that. For those that don't know what it is, it's where you just take a very small amount of mushrooms, like not enough to hallucinate or anything, just enough to take the edges off. Like they always compare a normal dose of mushrooms to meeting God. If that's the case, microdosing is more like God gave you the finger guns. It's going to be a good day. Those that aren't religious, that'd be like if The Rock gave you the finger guns. You have a little pep in your step. You still what I'm cooking? But yeah. It's been all benefits to y'all. More social, more creative. I even got better at my job. Whoops. I was just trying to do more drugs at work. I was not trying to better myself. I'm actually like 5'2". The rest of this is just mushrooms. There has been one unintended consequence, though. And that's I like to listen to music while I'm at work. I don't know if you've ever done mushrooms, but music will just hit you differently, like on a soul level. Like, so I'll be at work listening to a song, and so then a banger will come on, and then I'll forget I'm on mushrooms at work. Mondays, am I right? They dropped me like I was high. Can you believe that? I was weirding people out. Whatever. 3, 2, 1. Did y'all know South Carolina wants to bring back death by firing squad? It's a form of capital punishment. They say it's going to help deter crime. But if that's their goal, I don't think they're going far enough, y'all. I think they need to bring back crucifixion. You know, really nail that point across? Just really hammer it home? Just saying, next time you're driving down 45, instead of seeing be someone, you see 3 people on a cross. I bet you're going to be someone that uses their blinker. What about results, y'all? So I'm counting on y'all this November. Comptroller, let's do it. Let's be the change we want to see. I think it's pretty messed up we have old people play bingo. I mean, really? Just a game where all you do is sit around waiting for your number to be called? Just seems like we're rubbing their noses in it at this point. Game might as well just be called death. Eventually everyone wins. Just a matter of time. Of course, if one of your friends win, you're happy for them. Deep down, you wish it was you. Then when you finally do win, the prize is never as good as they said it was. It's a messed up game, y'all. Everything, it's got to suck getting old. Like, there's got to be ways we can liven it up. like it's gonna really suck just constantly hearing about loved ones that's passed away. So I got a new game pending, patent pending. It's just a fun twist on an old classic. It's Guess Who Died? I mean, every time you hear someone's passes away, you know what that means. Bust out, Guess Who Died? Is it me? Is it you? Who knows? It's Guess Who Died. 3, 2, 1. See a lot of cute people in here. Have you ever been in a relationship where your partner was way more into rough sex than you were? Mm-hmm. All right. Have some interesting friends. But yeah, like I was with a chick. She was really into choking, and that's not my thing. I don't have anything against choking, y'all. My only problem with it is I'm just really bad at it. I just never know the appropriate amount of pressure. Like it's either way too soft, like you're making love to a turtleneck, or it's way too hard, like Lenny from Mice of Men. Done a bad thing, George. But I know some of y'all thinking, why don't you just ask her what's the appropriate amount of pressure? I feel like it takes all the romance out of it. Like I don't think you should be treating BDSM like you're ordering a salad at Olive Garden. So, all right, say when. I'm a romantic, though. Another thing she was really into was she wanted me to hit her in bed. Yeah, I couldn't do it. Y'all can call me a sissy if y'all want. She did. But like no matter how much she asked me to, I just couldn't do it. Because I was raised, but like I'm sure a lot of y'all were, you don't ever, under any circumstances, hit a woman until marriage. It's in the Bible, y'all. Leviticus 4:17. Thou shalt be told twice. He works in mysterious ways, y'all. Speaking of my dating relationship, I'm currently dating a Puerto Rican. Do we have any Puerto Ricans here? All right, we got one. Normally they come in packs, as it's awkward. But yeah, when I first told someone, the first person I told I was dating a Puerto Rican chick, he's like, you gotta watch out for them. They're crazy. It's like, all right, and you're racist, okay? Just not talking to you anymore. But now after dodging several projectiles, turns out it's not racist to call Puerto Rican crazy. It's just science. So it looks like I owe my dad an apology. 3, 2, 1. All right, y'all. I've been Cade Kapowski. Thank y'all so much. This was a lot of fun.
Keep it going, folks. Keep it going for Cade Kapowski. Shout out to all the awkward people in the house. That was for you. Heck yeah. We're going to keep this party rolling, folks. You already know what the rules are. You're going to start clapping right now. You don't stop till he grabs the microphone. Make some noise for the homie, Mark Hurtado.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Thank you for having me here at Tiny Desk Concert or wherever this is. We're here. We're doing it. It's great. I don't care where I'm at. I don't care. I'll perform anywhere. I'm a hired gun. Perform anywhere, man. I did a show last night. They had a stage, but it was like a bar show, and the whole front row was people playing that giant game of Jenga. You know, like bar Jenga with you knock over the blocks. You know, I did my thing. It's fine. I'm not mad at them. I love Jenga. Like, I play Jenga every day if I could, you know, except 9/11. Not any other day. Any other day. Tragedies. We've all experienced them, right? We're used to them. Isn't that crazy? Tragedies. Big ones. Personal ones, you know? I went through a personal tragedy recently. Our grandma passed away recently. It was very sad. We were very close. But, you know, I get it. I'm sure you guys get it. It's probably happened to some of you, right? You know what I mean? Grandmas, they pass away. It's sad. It's sad, but people get weird. People get weird about tragedies. You know what I mean? Like, the tragedy isn't the part that's the funny part. The funny stuff satellites around the tragedy. You know what I mean? I respect the tragedy. My grandma dying isn't the funny part. The funny part is I made a post about it, and a friend reached out to me, and he was like, hey, man, I heard the news about your grandma. Very sorry. My great-grandma just passed away, so, like, I'm going through the same thing. I'm right there with you. And I remember being like, oh, you know, that's not the same thing. That's the practice grandma, you know, like I feel, right? That's like the warm-up grandma. It's not at all the same. And I get it. People get weird when I say that joke, especially my Latino friends. They're like, hey, my great-grandma's 28, you know, and like, what do you say to that? You know? I am a Latino, by the way. I have to say that because people get skeptical when I tell them because of how I sound. Like, they never believe me up front. I'm like, yeah, I'm Latino. They're like, what? You're Latino? I thought you were gay. And I was like, no, I wish. One of these days. It's never too late. I get it. I get it. I've been called out for it. I've been called whitewashed before. Didn't like hearing that. Hate being called that. Because here's the thing. I don't want to be white. I don't want to be white. Not at all. And, like, don't get offended, white people. It's not, like, it's nothing against you. Historically, you're crushing it. Like, I get it. I get it. It's not about you for once. It's not about you for once. Let's move on. I get it. I read the book. You built the thing and you killed yeah, we get it. It's not about you. I don't want to be white. I love who I am. I love who I am. I got called out. I've been called that because second generation, parents are the first people born here, never taught us Spanish. I don't speak Spanish. I learned some. I speak a little. Un poco. Like, I speak a little. You know what I mean? I'll say this. I go to Mexico often. I'm going in 2 days. I go to Mexico often, and I do just fine in Mexico. I can get around in Mexico. I can navigate Mexico. I'm not like a person in Mexico. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have thoughts or opinions in Mexico. I'm like this background video game character in Mexico. I'm like an NPC that you bump into, and I'm just like, ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? You know, like it's I don't have an identity out there, but I could do it. I love being Latino. I still have that pride. I love it. I love being Latino. We're hooked up. It's a good package. We're hooked up. We have great skin. We don't go bald. We don't have shoulder hair. Whoever gets that one, ugh. You know what I mean? Shoulder hair. Look, I don't care what color your skin is, but if you have shoulder hair and I see you, I'm crossing the street. You know what I mean? Get out of my country with that nonsense. I'm not trying to see your neck pubes. You ever looked at shoulder hair? You ever looked at it? Ugh. It's hard to look at, man. It's like, it's angry. It's like looks like death metal font. You know, it's just it's too much. It's too much. Not a fan. But I love my race, man. Like, it's cool. It's a cool package. It's my top three. One of my top three favorite races, I would say. You ever rank them? Isn't that fun to do? We're humans. We categorize things. What's your, you have your favorite race? Like, man, what's your least favorite race? I'm just kidding. She thought of one. That's fun. I like it. And make no mistake, I know I'm playing with weird ground here, like being like, I love my race. I get that. It's weird to say because culturally, not everyone can participate in doing that. You know who you are. It's not for everyone. Oh, you'll get shit. You'll be like, because you're a minority, you can say you love your race, but I can't say it because I'm white. And man, here's the thing: white people, you're just doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. White is not a race. It's not a race. White's barely even a bread. You know what I mean? First of all, you're just doing it. Like, here's the thing: you can have pride. You can have Irish pride. You can celebrate being Irish. You can celebrate Italian history if you want. You know what I mean? Like you can do that. You can love Scottish history. You can even celebrate German history if you're Kanye. Like you're just doing it wrong. I do. And I don't. And just to be clear, I don't like making fun of the whites. Not because it's not fun, just because it's kind of hacky now, right? We've heard it already. It's just kind of like, you know what I mean? You've heard all the shit. You've heard all the stuff. You've heard it all, I just, the problem is you guys are you're a bit fussy. You're fussy. You guys get very fussy about this stuff. I think that's a bad move, I think if I were you and I got called out, I would just own it. Just own it. If someone's like, some whiny person's like, you're privileged, just be like, hell yeah, I am, and just skate off on Heelys, and just chugging Go-Gurt, or whatever. Just own it. Don't be weird about it. Just own it. I do love it. I love there's a lot of things I like about it. We're mostly Mexican, some Peruvian, mostly Mexican in my family. I think we have a better flag than really anybody. I don't know. Have you seen the Mexican flag? It's kind of amazing. It's got an eagle eating a snake. They put like a whole nature documentary on this flag. I'm a big fan. I've never looked at a flag and just been like, damn, life's hard. You know what I mean? And just like get introspective. It's better than the American flag. Look, have your pride or whatever. I think the American flag is a corny flag. I think it's a corny flag. The American flag was designed by an 80-year-old white lady in Delaware, and it shows. I don't think she knew what was hot at the time. It's a corny looking flag. It's not the worst. It's not the worst flag. I'll take it over whatever Japan did. That whole turn your homework in minutes before it's due. You know what I mean? Barely just put the one. Come on, looks like a period in a period. Not good. I'll even take the Texas flag over the American flag. Texas flag's dope. Texas flag, it's like they were trying to make the American flag, and then they just got too drunk and gave up. They're like, all right, this will be fine. And then he just shoots his wife or whatever, they do. You know what I mean? There's cooler flags out there. Let's say it. So the Confederate flag. Can't we just admit the Confederate flag looks cool? Just looks. I know the history's trash. I know that. And it is. But design-wise, it's ugh. I get it. It's a bit of a banger of a flag. You put the Confederate flag on a car, and the car looks like it goes faster. You know what I mean? It's like that. Right? You put the American flag on a car, and now it's like a clown car. It's like this goofy thing. The Confederate flag, it's now this car's just winning it's just winning all the races. It's all the most races. This car's racist. You know what I mean? It's all right. That's actually my time. Thank you, everybody.
Keep it going, folks. Mark Hurtado. Get your Confederate flags at superfunkyfresh.com. I'm kidding. No, do not. I'm kidding. Do not do that. Folks, we're going to keep this rolling right along. I'm so excited to bring up this next comedian. I've been trying to get him on my show for a long time. I've known this guy for a long time. I'm super, super excited. Start clapping right now. You know the rules. Make some noise for my homie, Mr. Ryan Thalburn.
Right, yeah, all right, hell yeah. Hope everybody's having a good time tonight. I'm super excited, except him. I'm super excited. 1 week from now is my birthday. That's right. Thank you. I'll be turning 42. Very excited about it. I'll be exactly. People have told me that I look pretty good for 42, and you know what they say? That pale don't fail, baby. You know, that's just the way. That's the way it is. You know, those are just the facts. You know, this ginge don't tinge. All right. Here's the thing. You know, like at this age, I'm trying to get some new hobbies. Right? I'm trying to get into new things. Comedy's great, but like I'm trying to get like I've been looking into the dark arts. I've been trying to get really good, and it just seems like a fun hobby, right? And I'm talking about magic, you know, not jazz. You know, I'm just trying to get into new stuff. All right. My wife hates it. She just absolutely hates it. She's pissed off at me about it. She's like, you need to find some Jesus or like Tupac or something. You need to like find something with your life. And I go, okay, yeah, sure. Why not? Why not? Let's try it out. I live down the street from this Lutheran church for years. So I thought, all right, I'm gonna walk in there and see what happens. All right. Wild stuff. I walk in there, everyone's just hooting and hollering, right? Bright green clothes, shaved heads everywhere. Turns out, it got really weird because I didn't join a Lutheran church. I joined a Lex Lutheran church. And so, you know, it starts off, like every sermon starts off like, praise Jesus. But then it ends, kill Superman, like every time. And you're just like, I can get behind that. You know, I'm like, here's the 20. Just try to make a good movie. How about that? You know, like, they talk a lot about like not letting illegal aliens on the planet, and I'm like, that's not cool. You know, we need to tone that down. I almost got lost coming here. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like Google sometimes takes you on a journey. You know that, and like I usually gets me where I need to go, but it's just like sometimes like, guess what, guys? Adventure. You know. Like, that seems like a weird way to go. It takes you through some strange neighborhoods. I went through a neighborhood that, like, I was at a stoplight, and there was a house that had, in the front of it, it had a Praise Jesus sign, and then it had a Confederate flag, and then in the window it just says, Tupac lives forever. And I was like, who lives here? What is happening right now? Yeah, it's wild. I mean, I love, you know, I take a lot of stuff my wife says very seriously. We've been married for a long time. We've been together 15 years, married for 13 of those, which is impressive to, yeah, that's all right. You don't got to lie to me. I get it. It's tricky, you know, like we've held together because we have a very strong traditional relationship. Everybody knows where they're supposed to be. You know, my wife is in the kitchen telling me to do the fucking dishes. Oh, yeah. There's gonna be a funny bleep there somewhere. Thing is, like, we've been married for a long time, and it's great. I love my wife. You know, like we have a lot in common. You know, she's a lot like me. She's tall, skinny, pale, auburn hair, great beard. We have a lot in common, you know, like we just vibe, you know what I mean? And we had a kid about 4 years ago, and if y'all can do math, that's the very end of 2019. Right, COVID kid, hard thing to explain to him in a few years, right? I'm gonna have to sit him down. I'm just gonna have to be like, look, son, here's how it went. You were born. Australia just caught on fire for a while. Global pandemic wrecked everything. Murder hornets just were there and then stopped being there, which is even more concerning to me for some reason. Like they're hiding, waiting for murder. And he's going to be like, what do what are you trying to say, Dad? I was be like, well, son, you're probably the Antichrist. You know, I mean, look at the whiteboard. I mean, I've got these 4 strings out here. I mean, just. That's why I don't own a 2-story house. I've seen The Omen too many times. I love your mother, you know. And me and my wife are both hardcore video game nerds, so we've talked about it. You know, we were like, before he was born, you know, we discussed baby names. You know, we were like, man, if it's a girl, we're gonna name her Zelda, right? Solid. If it's a boy, we're thinking something a little more hardcore, traditional, like Call of Duty 4. Right, he's gonna be into camping, like it's gonna be his thing, right? And he's a great kid. I love him. All right, I'm gonna have to have a lot of conversations with him about what I used to be. Like I have to tell him, about how like I gave up recently marijuana, not smoking it, but buying it. I don't buy it anymore. Right, I got to draw a line somewhere. I'm like, this was. You were born. I just can't do it anymore. Can't spend money on marijuana. I'll still smoke the hell out of it if somebody wants to give me some. And he's going to be like, well, that's a dumb reason. He's right. It is a dumb reason. But I have another one, and it's the phrase, I got papers. It's the dumbest phrase in all of paraphernalia because someone goes, oh, yeah, man, you got weed? Cool, man, I brought papers. We are the same now. We have done the same amount of work. This is our weed now. I'm like, I'm sorry, what? Like, I didn't, my apologies. I went to a parking lot and talked about Half-Baked for 45 minutes and then bought illegal drugs, but you got that with that Sunkist? But I don't have my pipe. So yeah, I guess this is our weed. Thanks, man. Great. Appreciate it. It doesn't work like that anywhere else in society. You don't just walk into a bar and you're like, hey, man, you have a hell of a beer selection you got here, guys. And what a coincidence, I brought cups. Let's get messed up. Like, this doesn't work like that. You just walk into restaurants with plates and you're like, let's get fed, y'all. Like, here it is. I mean, that was my entire strategy in high school trying to get laid, was just like show up with a condom and be like, I've done all the work. No? No one? No, okay, that's fine. I didn't lose my virginity till college. That's shouldn't be a surprise to anyone. And I lost it to a nympho, which is a lot. It's like being like, I'm thinking about trying out for Pee Wee football, and they're like, how about the NFL? You take a lot of hard hits, is what I'm saying. I'm like, it's rough. It sounds like a good time. It sounds like, well, this is going to be great, but then there's no sandwiches, there's no TV. You just lose 15 pounds and have to sit down to pee. It's bad. There's just no strength at the end. And so y'all might not know this, but like the last bit of pee, you gotta flex it out for a guy, and there was no strength. All right, there was just no strength. I just had to sit down and be like, well, this is me now. This is me. I got a lot of sass growing up, young because of the way I look. Like my hair is slowly gotten darker over time, but I had the reddest of hair when I was a little kid. The reddest of hair. I got called a lot of names because of it, Daywalker, Carrot Top, gay. I didn't know how that related to red hair, but I got that a lot. But the one thing you get called all the time, when you look like this, is ginger, because that's what you call a redhead, right? Like it's red-haired, pale skin, ginger, right? Not a problem. Or so I thought, because I was hanging out with some buddies of mine not too long ago, right? And we were just hanging out at the bar, and they were razzing me. They were like, ginger this, ginger that. What's up, ginger? And then they got up to go to the bathroom. They walked away, and the bartender, who was right out the gate, like right off the boat Irish, flaming red hair, he comes up to me and he goes, brother, did I hear them right? Were they calling you Ginger? To your face. And I was like, yeah, man, it's not that big deal. And he gets mad. He's like, you don't let him talk to you like that. And I'm like, Jesus. He's like, that's right. You realize that ginger, that's a racist term for our people. And I go, like, how racist are we talking? And he goes, brother, that's the N-word for us. And I go, shut up. You need to never say that out loud again, my dude. Like, this is a bad culture to even think that out loud. What are you talking about? And he's like, no, brother, you're not listening to me. All right? It's the same thing. They just took two letters and they switched them around. And I was like, what? No, what? No. What are you talking about? Hold on. Let me just ginger. There's one two G mother. Oh my God! Are you telling me I have been black my entire life and no one told me that? I could have gotten into a better college. This is ridiculous. I can't even drink ginger ale anymore because I'm like messing my people up. You know, like. It's wrong. And he's like, hey, brother, now that you know, when your friends get back, should we mess them up a little bit? And I looked him in the eye, and I just like, Ginger, please, they're my homies. Don't even worry about it. Enjoy the rest of the night, everybody.
I told you, didn't I tell y'all? This is how we do it. The Brunch Comedy Show. Only the best comedians for y'all. Shout out to Houston's Canelo. That is our Canelo. Shout out to Canelo Alvarez, the one and only Mexican ginger. All right, folks. I'm super excited. We're going to keep this going. We're going to keep it rolling. And you already know the rules. You start clapping. You don't stop till they grab the mic. For my friend, Shantae.
Hey. Oh. Hey, I didn't do this. What up, though? I said, what's the deal, Pickle? Is everything kosher? Oh, man, it's cold outside. The Hulk is out there. I feel like I'm back home in Detroit. I'm from Detroit. Detroit was once called the murder capital. That's why I left. I'm telling you, girl, once a murderer, always a murderer. If I don't never tell you anything else, remember that, okay? Ain't no once a thief, always a thief. What about a murderer? Have you heard of a murderer? I do, Detroit. The whole city of Detroit. People like, oh, I want to go visit Detroit. Why? So you can end up on the first 48? I'm telling you, you know how the subtitles is going to be, I told you not to come here. That's what the title is going to be. Yes, man, I promise you. I had to leave there, though. Because I was becoming like the Bonnie to everybody Clyde. Yeah. I was just, I always want to tell this story every time I get in front of the audience because the tabloids will take it and turn it and, run with it. But I did some time, y'all. I did some time. I don't look like it, but hey, I did some 5 long consecutive days in that mug. Woo! It felt like 5 business days, girl. Like I was waiting on my Fashion Nova or my Temu order to come in the mail business days. That's how long it felt like. And I got the nerve to be locked up over Thanksgiving weekend. I ain't see the magistrate until Tuesday. Get me up out of there, y'all. So listen, I'm telling you, the life of crime is not for me no more. I cannot do the time. 5 days was enough. And I'm a mom now, though. I'm a mom. I always wanted to be a mama. I just never knew how my kids would get here. Like, y'all ain't about to mess up my body. You know what I'm saying? But now they here. But I always got my kids. I'm always babysitting my kids. Yeah, they're my kids. That's why I almost didn't make it to the show tonight. I had to fire the other babysitter. They daddy. Fired him, girl. I'm telling you, I had to come up with a plan like, dang, I already told him I was going to be here. So I'm like, man, I'm going to leave my kids at home. Alone. Macaulay Culkin did it, didn't he? Didn't he do it? Yeah, the only difference is, hey, I ain't leave my kids on mistake. I didn't. I left them on purpose. I care about my kids. You know, I'm not their mama. I care about my kids. I prepared them for this moment right here. They at home watching Macaulay Home Alone right now, y'all. Every episode, like, hey, just do what he do. Just do what he do. Y'all gonna be all right. I'm telling you. And then he had to be like, Macaulay Culkin had to be about 7 or 8 with it. Yeah. My son, Legend. Okay, listen, hear me out. He a big boy. He's 5. But my daughter, she's 3. Okay, so 5 plus 3 equals 8. 2 kids versus 1 kid. Yeah, that's all day. Whew, I'm telling y'all, but nah. I've been single for a year, and I hate it here. I hate it, y'all, for real. I hate it. All I be doing is passing out my phone number. For real. I pass my phone number out like Oprah used to pass out cards back in the 90s. You get my number. You get my number. You probably got my number. For real, y'all. I showed up early today. Put my number under everybody's seat. Everybody's a winner. I'm just playing. I was running late. For real, man. I be hoping that it lands in the right man's hands, sis. It just hasn't. Kind of low key, but high key. Want my number back. I'm an India giver. Give me my number back. For real. All they want to do is text and abbreviate stuff anyways. Abbreviate. I refuse to go back in the chokehold. Well, I used to say abbreviations exactly what it looked like. I read it what it looked like. When IDGAF first came out, I used to be like, IDGAF? What is an IDGAF? Get out of here. I refuse to go back in the chokehold, y'all. But it's all good. I'm telling you, y'all. But listen, I feel like I'm gonna be single for a while, though. I'm gonna be single for a while. I can't keep a man. Ooh, y'all got quiet. I'm the one. I'm that one. I can't keep a man. I can't, but it ain't what you think. It's definitely not what you're thinking. I'm trying to tell you. Everybody here know what a serial killer is, don't you? Yeah, you know a serial killer? Yeah, okay, yeah. I am a serial dumper. Yeah, I dump you like a bad habit. I got way more bodies than a serial killer. I got way more. I'm leaving bodies everywhere. I leave them on Bissonnette. I'm leaving them on every and Kentucky. I leave them everywhere. I am a serial dumper. My best friend be like, oh, you just be dumping men for no apparent reason. No. I mean, listen, my reasons, they may be just a little petty. They may be a little petty, but they definitely my apparent reasons. And these are my stories. This first reason, for real though, I never thought I had this problem until I got with my kid's father. I cannot deal with a man that suffers from sleep apnea. and you have that serious disease and you refuse to go see a pulmonary doctor? And you refuse to wear a Darth Vader CPAP machine? Oh, yeah. I refuse to sleep next to a grizzly bear for the rest of my life. You're dying in your sleep every 2 to 3 minutes. Open chest, wake up. You don't care, I don't care. Dumped. I dump you. Yeah, tearing the paint off the wall. Everybody gonna get some sleep around here. Let me hear. Let me hear that. Let me hear it. Let me hear it. You are out of there. I'm serious, y'all. It may be some of y'all sleeping next to some bears. Not me. I'm getting some sleep. My kid's father right now, he love me. He wear his CPAP to Walmart. You never know where he gonna fall asleep at. Telling y'all, listen, and a lot of y'all women, y'all may not even have this issue, but again, it's my reason. I was a collegiate athlete. Yeah, I played college basketball. I sure did. I was a starting shooting guard. I got kicked off for fighting, but I went. And I feel like I cannot date a man that can't hoop. I can't. I'm sorry. Ain't no ball slinging over here, boy. Yeah, I'm going to need a Rawlings and a Spalding balls, boy. Yeah, you better get them somewhere else if you can't hoop. I'm telling you. The last man I was with, man, I was really upset about this because I loved him. I ain't do the hoop check. I ain't checked to see if he can hoop or not. Usually the hoop check is what I just kind of just pass on the ball, and if they can catch it, they catch it. They don't. Because the rules is you got to always see the ball. So one day he come downstairs. We living together, girl. I loved him. He come downstairs like, hey, babe, you want to go and play some basketball? I'm like, yeah. Actually, I do. But you ain't going like that, are you? He came downstairs dressed like a Harlem Globetrotter. Like he went straight to Foot Locker and said, let me get that whole outfit off that mannequin. Give me the headband, too, and armband while you're at it. Matching from head to toe, looking like a crayon box. Man, ticked me off. So I'm like, all right, cool. We get to the court. First thing he do, double dribbled and traveled. Ooh, I'm getting mad. Think about it. Then he turned around and missed a wide open layup. Didn't even get back on defense. On the miss? You didn't get back on the miss? Oh, okay. I got something for you. You get home. That's it. The story. We lost. We lost. He did that all game. He was traveling and double dribbling all game. We get home. He like, oh, yeah, babe, it was a good game, huh? I had fun today. Oh, I'm like, oh, okay. He said, I'm a little thirsty. I bet you are. He said, yeah, can you give me something to drink out the refrigerator? Can you travel your butt to the refrigerator like you did earlier today? Yeah. Since we traveling, you can go ahead and do that. Oh, babe, don't be like that. Don't be like that. Come on, come. I know what you. Come lay up. Lay up. Are you talking about that same wide open layup you missed earlier today? Yeah. Yeah, the only layup we doing today is the mic and drill. You need to practice your right hand and your left hand layup. And if you can't do that, I need you to get on the baseline and give me 100 suicides, and you better touch every line. Touch the lines. He said, oh, dang, baby, it's just a game. It's just a game. It's a game. I know what you can't say no to. Come get this D. D? Are you talking about that same whack defense you had earlier today? When dude was coming down yelling Kobe on your butt? Oh, yeah, no. I'm guarding this pocketbook. Yeah. 3 feet, no check. Matter of fact, DUMPED, and I did sign language in case you can hear me. I'm out of here, y'all. That's my time. I'm Shantae. Give it up for your host.
Thank you. Keep it going, folks. Keep it going. Shantae Nash. And now it's time to say goodbye to all my brunch comedy friends. Folks, I really want to thank you all for coming out. We've learned so much today, haven't we? It's just a roller coaster. So shout out to all the comedians who showed up today. Got Mason James, Kate Kapowski, Mark Hurtado, Eric One Acre, Ryan Thalburn, the homie. I've been your host, HahaCinto. Check me out, HahaCinto.com. Shantae Nash, of course, for headlining. We appreciate you. Folks, this has been an amazing presentation. We are so, so happy that you were able to attend. Shout out to all my people out in TV land. We really appreciate you for tuning in. All the folks streaming out there, stream harder, baby. And we love you so much. Once again, thank you to Cool Heads Prevail for putting this down for us. Thank you to Houston Media Source for sourcing this out. Shout out to the Premium Advantage podcast. Look that up on YouTube, the Premium Advantage. And Los Twins de la Para. I'm your host, HahaCinto. We'll see you at Brunch Comedy Show in the next one. Thank you for coming out. Love.